This is a story of a young vampire that grew tired of hiding in the dark.
Hey guys, this video is called The Burned Vampire. This is a story about a young vampire that got tired of hiding in the dark, and because of it, got half his face burned off by the sun. I'm going to be using a gelatin prosthetic that I made, so the first thing I'm doing is protecting my eyebrows with spirit gum. Then, to apply the prosthetic, I'm using PROSTHETIC, and I'm applying the PROSTHETIC to both my forehead and the prosthetic. Once the prosthetic was glued down, I used witch hazel to take off the flashing, and I'm gonna be honest, I had a difficult time getting a decent piece with good edges, but I decided just to use the best piece that I had and do my best, and considering, I think it still turned out okay. To make that nasty burned eye effect, I grabbed a cotton pad and placed it over my eye, and I glued it down with PROSTHETIC. I didn't actually glue any PROSTHETIC on my eyelid. You don't want to do that, so just be really careful when you're doing this. Then I cut a small piece of tissue paper and I glued it over the cotton pad with latex and let that dry. And then to actually make the burned effect, I used gelatin. You can either buy gelatin or you can make it yourself. Either way, it's really fun and easy to use. Also, please be careful when you're using gelatin. Test it out on your wrist before you apply it on your face, just to make sure that it's not too hot and you don't get burned. To start the painting, I used a light red from my Skin Illustrator's alcohol palette, and I painted a light wash all around the side of the burned face. Then I used a yellow from the same palette, and I painted it on the higher areas of the burn, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I did a little mixture of a dark red and a really tiny amount of the black, and I added a very light amount of it onto the burn. Then to paint the other side of my face, I started with a water-based white paint from Ben Nye, but I didn't like how it came out, and that was also my first time using that kind of paint on top of a gelatin piece, so I decided to go over that with a light foundation. I wouldn't recommend starting with that white paint though, because it left the paint looking kind of patchy and it took me a while to fix it. To give the prosthetic more depth, I used a maroon brown eyeshadow and colored in the creases of the prosthetic. Then I got this wig from Party City, and I also put on a blue blazer that I bought last Halloween. And of course, this is a vampire video, so I also bought some vampire teeth from Party City, and I didn't like that they were so white, so I colored them with food coloring and a Q-tip. And I also added some fake blood. And there you go, this is the burned vampire.
This is a story of a young vampire that grew tired of hiding in the dark.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys like this video. Please, if you do like the video, go ahead and like it, leave a comment, and come back next week. And alright guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.